Hello, good morning. My name is Zoe. I am a photographer based in Washington, D.C. and welcome to my messy living room as I take you on a day in my life working as a professional photographer during a global pandemic. Okay, so one, I'm gonna apologize for the messy living room. Got a lot going on at the moment. So I understand that I am in a very unique position, that I am a professional photographer who, because of the scope of the majority of my work, I am still working full time. So today I'm going to take you guys along. I apologize for the lack of makeup since I do go out into the world throughout the week. I do cover my face with a mask along with some other protective equipment that you guys will see throughout this journey today. And so it doesn't make sense to put on makeup to then cover my face. So I apologize. You're gonna have to deal with this situation with me today, and we're gonna get started. So it's 8:37. I have to head out in about 20 minutes. I've got some files to transfer from an SD card to a hard drive to back them up, and then clean off the SD card, walk the dogs, and head on my way.
When the day turns into night, it's you. Under my eyelid, one big fight, it's you. Well, everything can go to pieces, I don't care, as long as you're there. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Racing pulse, we get loud. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is sail into you. Help me paint the picture. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. I'm a clenched fist in the rain for you. A mental patient, half insane, it's you. Now everything can go to pieces, I don't care. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Racing pulse, we get loud. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is.
All right, so it is a few minutes after 9:10. I have about a 45 minute drive to my first appointment, which is at 10, and then I have kind of like a leisurely break throughout the day. Today I have 3 photo shoots that are all of vacant properties. So I'm not going to contact any people. They're not going to contact me. Still going to be wearing protective gear to stay as safe as possible. Protect me, protect anyone who might enter the property after me, protect the property, etc. So I have got, let's see if there's an update on drive time. Yeah, 38 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I'm also going to show you a little bit about how I work from the car, because obviously as a photographer you don't typically work and do your editing in the car, which is something that I have started doing rather frequently. And I also cook my lunch in the car. So I'm gonna show you how I cook my lunch in my car, and we're all gonna cross our fingers and hope that the rain has stopped by the time I get to this first appointment, because rainy days are my least favorite days, especially when I have to do some of the stuff I have to do today is outside. So let's drive to Maryland.
Starting route to.
Alright, so I have gotten to my first appointment. Luckily, it has stopped raining. It's still sprinkling a little bit, but I think we're gonna be good as far as getting the exterior shots that I need to get, and then inside's inside. So I am going to start unloading my camera bag. And on my way here, I got a message that one of the little like in-between tasks that I had to do between the shoot and my shoot at 2 o'clock got canceled. So I am kind of stoked for that. Because that means that when I finish this, I can just sit in the car and edit and cook my lunch, and just kind of relax until my next appointment. If I might look at the map. I probably am not gonna go home in between, just because like, it's kind of a waste of gas at that point. Normally when we aren't in a pandemic, if I'd have a situation like this, I'd like go get lunch or go to Target or something. But obviously I'm not gonna like just go wander around in the middle of all of this. So alright, so I am back in the car. I am taking my cloth that I used to clean everything, and I'm putting it in a bin that I have in my back seat. Basically after every shoot I take off my gloves, take off my shoe covers, take off my mask, and put the gloves and the shoe covers I put in a bag to throw away, and the mask and the rag I used to clean everything goes in a bag, it goes in a bin to go into my apartment to go in the laundry seat. And then I start going through the process of merging my photos, because I do take either 5 or 7 bracket HDR photos. So today I took 5 bracket photos, and I am going to pull out my computer and plug that in, also plug in my lunch, and get the loading process started on the photos, and then figure out where I'm gonna go sit to eat my lunch. Because I don't usually like to sit in the neighborhood that I just worked in. I don't usually like just show up to another appointment super early, but I do like to be in like the general area of where my next appointment is going to be. So that's about half an hour from here, which is about how long it should take for my lunch to cook. And then for my lunch today, I have some chicken with salsa and veggies and some cauliflower rice. And I'm going to cook that in this little guy here. This is a Hot Logic Mini. It's essentially a hot plate in a cooler that I plug in to my power inverter. This is a device that's used a lot by flight attendants, because it will essentially allow you to like microwave food. Nowhere near as fast as in a microwave, obviously, but I just put this in the container, zip it up, plug it in, and in like 30 minutes, my food that was refrigerated is ready to go. So we've got that plugged in. I just set that on the back seat so that it's not flying around, and then I start batching my photos.
Sailing to you, help me paint the picture. Like the sun kisses the clouds, it's game on. Save some light, build some strength.
Alright, so I apologize for this lighting. This is kind of as good as it's going to get. I'm in like a grocery store parking lot. So I'm just gonna sit here and work for a couple of hours. So my photos are done merging into their HDR files, and now I'm going to go through and decide which photos I'm gonna edit and deliver to the client, and then go through and start editing them. I edit all of my photos in Lightroom, and then I move over to Photoshop and finish up there. And hopefully if I get things going fast enough, I can actually like upload them and get them delivered to the client before the next appointment that I have at 2. So right now it's 11:53, and yeah, so I'm gonna get started on editing, and I think I'm gonna narrow down my photos and then take a break, eat my lunch, and then edit my photos. I think that's the plan. So here we go.
We're gonna go past forever.
Okay, so I just got my lunch out of the little thing that I cook it in, and I'm gonna start eating it, but it's literally just like shredded chicken breast and veggies. So good. And that was like by far the best purchase that I could have made for my work day, because it was like $30 and now I can cook like legitimate food in the car, and I can just eat a lot healthier than if I was trying to bring like just packaged food with me every day or going out to eat every day, which was essentially what I was doing before I got that. So I'm going to eat this and then start editing my photos.
Tell me that you're ready. Tell me that you're ready.
Alright, so I have finished editing all of the photos. It is now 12:45. I've got like a half an hour drive to my 2 o'clock appointment. So I'm just going to sit and chill and continue listening to a podcast while these photos upload to the client so they can be delivered, and I'll go do it all again. Alright, so I am home from my second appointment. I am feeling gross because it's like 70 degrees and I'm wearing long sleeves and jeans and hiking shoes. But it was raining when I left this morning, so weather in the mid-Atlantic region. So when I got in the car after my second appointment, didn't start batching my photos because I just was kind of like in a rush to get home. I was just tired of like being out. So the package to pick up on my way inside, so I'm grab the mail and the package and then go upstairs and start working and edit at my computer. So that's where I prefer to edit, is at my desk, at my computer. But obviously, like, if I'm just sitting for hours on end, I want to be productive while I'm doing that. So that's why I chose to edit in the car today, which isn't super typical for me, but I'd say I do it like once a week, twice every 3 weeks, somewhere in there. So here we go.
We're gonna go past forever. Keep us going steady. Like the sun kisses the clouds. It's game on.
Alright, so I am home. I'm showered. I have done my hair and makeup because once I'm done editing for the night, I actually have a Zoom happy hour with some of our friends. My husband and I, we host a Zoom happy hour every Friday and Saturday. We're going to be continuing to do that until quarantine is done. So it is 4:30 and that is at 8. So I have plenty of time to get this done, eat dinner, all of that jazz. But yeah, I was feeling gross from just like being out in the world today, and I decided that now would be the time that I would like get myself together, because he is currently out doing some exercise, so I figured it'd look nice for when he gets home. So I am going to do my editing. I apologize. The lighting for our apartment is very weird. And I've gotten a lot of comments about how bad the lighting is in our apartment, which is not so much that the lighting's bad. Like, we've got beautiful, beautiful picture windows in our apartment. However, backlighting is not great lighting. I'm trying something new, and all of the comments about the lighting with the windows have been very, very bad. So I apologize. I know there's just like nothing aesthetically pleasing this way whatsoever. So, and like, as you guys can see right now, my husband just cleaned out his truck the other day, and so there's like all of that stuff out there. So we're gonna work with what we have, and I'm gonna get some editing.
We're supposed to get along. Game on, stay strong. All I wanna do is sail into you. Help me paint the picture.
Okay, so I have finished editing. The files are currently uploading on the way to the client, and I am going to just relax until Nathan gets home, and we're gonna cook dinner. So this is pretty much the rest of my day. Just in case anyone was wondering, because I didn't really talk about my workflow at all through all of this, I take the photos from my memory card, put them into my computer, or put them onto my external hard drive, and then I batch them through a photo batching program that makes them all HDR files. Then I go through and I determine which of those I'm going to send to the client. I import those into Lightroom. I do my standard tweaks in Lightroom, then I move them over to Photoshop, resize the image, skew any shots that maybe don't have super correct verticals, and then export all of those photos and send them off to the client. So pretty simple. I can usually crank things out pretty quickly, and that is essentially my process when I am doing this kind of work, which is the vast majority of what I have been doing since the pandemic started. So that is my day. That is what a typical day has looked like for me having my business since the pandemic started. I know that once all of this is over, my days are probably going to look completely different than they do now and completely different than they did before the pandemic started. So I have some thoughts of where all of that's going to go, but I don't really have like a good solid take on that yet. So I will keep you guys updated as I move forward. Since the rest of my evening is going to be like personal time, socializing with friends, etc., I am going to end this video here, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. It means so much to me that you are interested in this journey that I am going on. And if you like this video and want to see more about what it is like to be a freelance photographer in all of this time, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are interested in any more content about me starting a business in all of this, please subscribe. I am uploading videos weekly currently, and I will have another video coming to you next week with more information about my life and my business. And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.